Hey, my name's Gabe Weaver. I'm the acting product manager for the application performance team, joined with Alexi, who's a senior engineer, and CZ, who's the engineering manager for the team. We're here to talk about our 15.7 kickoff and what we're planning for the upcoming milestone. So first up, we're continuing our work with adding support for Ruby 3.0. We have until I believe March, until the end of life for Ruby 2.7. The good news is we're about 80% complete now with the Ruby 3 gem audit, which is a huge step forward, huge progress. Thanks to everyone who's contributed, all the different teams who've pitched in. And thank you to Matthias for spearheading that effort and getting everything coordinated. We're on track at this point, I think, to be able to switch fully over to Ruby 3 before the end of life. Our current step after the gem audit is taking action on fixing up and cleaning up any of the gems that need action that aren't currently compatible with Ruby 3. We're very, very close to having our first green Ruby 3 pipeline, including QA and end-to-end tests, which should be achieved in 15.7. We also put together a pre-release checklist that has all the dependencies and things that we need to coordinate in order to fully switch over. Some of those things are application performance's responsibility, and there's other things that are not, such as making GDK compatible with Ruby 3.0. But in 15.7, we will be fully done with Ruby gem audit effort. And we also will have a green pipeline, hopefully. And how that's working now is every 2 hours, we're running the main against Ruby 3, so that way we're not consuming too much resources. And then we're continuing to run our normal pipelines merges into master against 2.7. So we can kind of run both side by side as we transition over the next coming months. So great effort, team. Excited to continue to make progress in the next release.
Yeah, the next major topic in the following milestone is investigating Puma long-term memory use. And in previous milestone, we finally finished and rolled out diagnostic reports framework, which allows us to receive diagnostic data from our Puma instances to analyze it. And in current milestone, we will implement Ruby heap dump report, which should provide us valuable insights and which would help us to diagnose memory leaks and high heap fragmentation. And we'll also address little follow-ups related to this epic. Next to you, CZ.
Thank you, Alexi and Gabe. In 15.7, we'll continue working on the fine-tuning the memory killer for our Puma and Scikit processes. We have implemented a new memory killer, which is we call the memory watchdog. So we hope to roll it out for both SaaS and self-managed deployments in the next milestone and maybe in the next few milestones. Also, we are improving the Scikit memory killer. We hope to also replace with the watchdog so that we will consolidate all our process management tools. First, we'll be working on the RSS memory limit based monitor that will be working together with the Scikit memory killer, so that at first we'll mimic the existing behavior before we completely replace it. That's for the memory killer. Other than the features we just talked about, we also have a few additional issues we may consider working on in 15.7, including use Redis ACL to restrict access to certain commands from our Rails application. We'll also have some metrics related issues. Then we'll have a issue that related to our Scikit load balancing strategy. We saw some lagging between the master and replicas. There's some issue that we'll look into and address those issues if we have time. Then we'll be also working on some of the issues that related to our new GitLab metric exporter. By working on this issue, we hope also to onboard more developers on this new project. I think that's all for the next milestone.
Yeah, thanks everyone.